Welcome to another episode of Gaming and Performance. This is your host, and I'm back with another video. This video is going to be a little bit more technical. Today's date is April 14th, 2019. Let us begin. As the two pictures show you here, typically when you have coaxial cable, this is RG6 on the left, you usually have the connector along with the copper wire. And just below that copper wire, the white part is the dielectric insulator. That is the focus of this video. If you also take a look to the right, you will see that the splitter, which is normally provided by your internet provider, or you can get it from any store, usually the insulator in the part that you screw the cable to is flush. As you can see here, it's flush here, it's flush here, and it's flush here. So normally, as they tell you, that as long as the dielectric insulator is flush inside the connector at the bottom part of the connector, and you screw it in, you usually make contact here, and you're good to go, no problem. That's usually how this works. What I found out is that if you use wall plates to make your connection to your coaxial cable, such as this or this, what I found out is that, and it took me a while to figure this out, you will notice that it's not flush. The blue part is not flush to the top part of the connector. And you can see it here and you can see it here. So it leaves a little gap between the dielectric insulator on your coaxial cable and the F barrel connector, which is here. And because of that, and it took me a good while to figure this out, this is what has caused me to lag, basically, to have latency issues or lag, that I'm behind the server, that I'm not on time with the server. It seems like my movements are slightly behind everybody else's. Like I could be running and everyone passes me. As how can we all be running to get to the checkpoint on a first-person shooter game? There's no speed, tweaks or nothing like that, and everyone's passing by me. I'm like I'm slow, and that has been the ongoing thing that I've experienced most. That's the most significant thing I can tell you that I've experienced, and it's because of these things right here. They used to make these F barrel connectors that were flush, as you can see here. The center insulator part is flush to the top and to the bottom. However, they're making them this way now, where this is the only way you can buy them. You go to any store, this is what you normally see. At least for me, this is what I've normally seen, and I cannot find these, although I can get a picture on the internet real quick about them. And this is what's readily available for me to buy. So what I had to do is I had to circumvent making my own compression fitted connectors on my RG6 coaxial cable, and I had to push up the dielectric part of it so that it can make contact inside here. And I'll show you an example of that. As you can see here in this picture, the dielectric white part is pushed up so that it can make contact with the inside part of here of the F barrel connector. That is what helped me get better hit registration and to get better time with the server. And that is the most noticeable thing I've seen, is I get better signal to noise ratio as well. So out of all the tweaks I've seen on YouTube and any other video or website that talks about do this, do that, change your NIC adapter settings, change your modem settings, change your router settings, this is the most significant out of all those changes that allowed me to see the best results. And in doing so, you're going to have to basically, when you make these changes, you need to turn your modem off first of all before you even get started. Turn your modem off, make these corrections. But doing so, I've seen the biggest improvements out of all the tweaks that I've read online and talked about. And this is something that I've not seen discussed. This was me researching, trying to figure out why is it that at the start of playing Battlefield, playing Black Ops, playing Overwatch, any other first-person shooter game, and you got to run to get to a certain point of the map, everyone's passing by me, and I cannot figure out that. Just I did. It's talked about rarely on places like Reddit, but that just blew my mind. Why that was happening? Why are people being able to run past me when that should not be the case? I should be on time with everybody. And when I say on time, that's an example of that. It's like for some reason my animation, my character is not updating fast enough to what the server should be showing me. By doing these changes, that has helped me dramatically be able to be on time. So I do hope that you take the time to figure out if whether or not you fit this category. Not everyone's going to have connectors like this. Some of you may have connectors like this, and you're fine. In that case, you are perfectly fine. As long as the dielectric insulator in here is making contact with whatever you're connecting it to, be it this or be it this, you should be fine. If you do have a connector like this, though, and you're having problems, you're going to have to do what I did. And that is, I had to learn how to make my own compression fittings on RG6 coaxial cable. And I had to modify it so that the dielectric is not flush, but protruding above the hole there, so that when I screw it down, it's actually going inside the white insulator part, is making contact inside of this blue part here. That's what I had to do. And this is a compromise here. I'm not saying this is correct. I'm not saying that this is the way you're supposed to do it. This is what I had to do in order to get a better signal to noise ratio. I do thank you for your time. Have a good day.